Hey guys, this is Haley from OneOnRabbits.com, and today I have a very exciting video. So on Saturday, we built the bunnies a new cage. So today is Monday, June 10th, which is also my birthday. And what I wanted for my birthday was to have my dad help me build an addition to their cage. And so we did it early on Saturday, and I am super excited on how it turned out. So I'm here to give you guys a cage tour. So if you guys have watched my previous cage tours, you will know that the cage is very different from last time. And I love the way it turned out. It looks so pretty in my room. I'm pretty sure the bunnies like it too, although we have had company for the past 2 days. So they are a little bit on edge, and Mocha's been a little bit jumpy because he doesn't like strangers. So he might be acting a little skittish in this video. And as you can see, the bunnies have really enjoyed chewing apart this whole cage because all of it's made from untreated pine wood, which is safe for them to chew. So I'm going to start with the new part of this cage, which is this whole area here. So the wall of this shelf is actually made out of half of a pine log. And I don't know if you can see that, but right outside my window, we have a whole bunch of logs stacked up out there. And that is from when we built our house. We have too many logs left over. We don't have a log house, but we have logs like inside of our house. And we have a whole bunch of logs left over, so my dad got this idea that we could use the log as the edge, like the railing for the shelf. And I really like it, and it is not treated, so it's perfectly safe for them to chew. And Mocha's chewing over there, but as you can see right here, they've already chewed a little bit on this log, and I've only had this cage for 2 days, not even. So I'm just going to start over at the far end of the cage, and right here I just have a little mat that I have made for the bunnies, and it's a Christmas one, but I haven't made one that isn't Christmas yet. And then underneath that I have a blue chair pad, and I'm not going to undo it because it took me a while to wrap the fleece around it, but completely under that we have some linoleum. And you will be seeing a video on how I made this whole cage, kind of. So just kind of an overview of me making it. So you'll see in detail like how we made the base of this shelf. So then under here I just have a few layers of towels with fleece on top and just some stacking cups. And the bunnies have destroyed them. They were all neatly stacked up, but now they're all just sprawl all over the place. And this is the bunny's bed. Lulu likes it the most, and it is made out of just this wire thing that you can hold papers in. It's like for your desktop. So yeah, that's what I have here. And Lulu loves sleeping in this. Mocha will sometimes, but it's mostly Lulu's bed. Then over here we have this grass carrot, which they haven't been chewing much, so I'm hoping that they'll start chewing it apart soon. Then, right where this plain brown fleece starts, these are their 2 memory foam mats under here. So it's nice and squishy. And this is where Lulu's been hanging out most of the time when I come in my room. So then, over here we have the corner shelf. And this just has carpet on it because we ran out of linoleum. Like, we had enough, but we would have had to have a crease down the middle probably. So we just decided to use some extra carpet we had from our old house. And it's the same carpet I have on my stair-stepping shelves. So that's what we put under there. And then I just try to put a fleece on top just because they will chew this carpet because it's not like flat and there's little loops in it, so they could pull it out really easily. So I just have this fleece on top with their little wooden house. And then right over here is the start of the ramp. So here's the ramp. I'm pretty sure my dad said it was 4 feet long, so it's quite a long ramp. But since the cage is so tall, if it would have been shorter, it would have been like really steep, and I didn't want that because it's harder for the rabbits to go up and down. So all the way up the ramp we have these 2 1x4s that go along the edge of the ramp so that they have like a little railing. I added this because the old ramp they had, when I had the other cage base in here, they had a ramp, and when they ran up that ramp their feet would sometimes slip off the edge, and even though this ramp is wider than my other one, I was just afraid that that would happen again, so I had my dad put these 1x4s on the outside, and I really like how it turned out. And then we just put these little pegs on here so it gives them some traction to run up. So now on to the normal cage base. This is pretty much the same except we've added a new front. So we used to have NIC grids going across the front, but I didn't really like the look of them. I thought they looked a little messy. So I decided to add this white wire shelf, and we just connected it with these strips of metal. I don't know how my dad did it. He like cut this metal piece and then screwed it on so that they could act as hinges. So here's a dog leash clip that we just have right now to hold it up. And there goes Mocha scratching himself. I'm not very happy with the way this is because it's extremely hard for me to put this back on. It's easy to take off, but once you try to clip it back on, it takes me forever. So we're gonna have to figure out some way for it to clip on better. And the shelf just flips all the way down, so it's really easy for me to clean it. And I can get right in there and stuff. My NIC cubes did this too, but I didn't like it as much because with the NIC cubes, I still had to have one grid here, so I couldn't really get in that area very well. And another thing I added was this hay rack. This is just from a carpet tube, and all I did was had my grandpa cut it to size of the cage, and then he has this circle saw which he just put 4 circles in it, and I just stuff it full of hay. And the bunnies really enjoy it because they don't have to pull the hay out of a little tiny square. But the only reason I don't like it is because it's so easy for them to pull out. Their litter boxes are filling up faster. So as you can see, there's tons of hay in the one Lulu is in. And this one not so much, but you can see right in the back it's full of hay. So it's kind of annoying because when they get too full of hay, Mocha will start digging in them, even though I have litter screens under there. But it might just mean that I have to clean the litter boxes more often, which is okay because it doesn't take me that long to clean them. So then I just have their half cottontail cottage, the one that I cut in half, and then their water dishes. So below the new shelf, I have 2 of my stair-stepping shelves, and I thought about getting rid of these and putting them upstairs in my bedroom, but I decided against it just because they're still full of bunny stuff and I don't know where I'd put that stuff if I got rid of them. So for right now, I just have 2 of them underneath here, and then I'll show you the other one in a second. And then I have my little green thing and their kennel. And underneath the ramp, I have their hay box right there. So I really want to get rid of this NIC grids right here. The reason I have them here is because otherwise the rabbits can get behind these shelves and it wouldn't be a big deal, but my refrigerator cord is back there and Lulu's already chewed through it once and I don't want it to happen again, not only for the money but for her safety as they can get electrocuted. So thank goodness she didn't last time, but I have the NIC cubes blocking that for now, and then the hay box is just holding them in place. And then over here is the last shelving unit I have, and I just have some more bunny stuff in there. And around the corner I have the other side blocked off, so I can just show you right in there. I don't know if you can see it. So right down there is my refrigerator cord. So I'm going to be starting this new thing when I do cage tours. So every month when I do a cage tour, I'm going to be giving myself a challenge to be finished by next time I do a cage tour, so the next month. So I'm just going to be saying what I want to change in the cage, and by next month, hopefully I've done at least one of the things. Hopefully all of them, but it depends on the month and how busy I am. So the first thing I want to change is the way the cage clips on together, because it's super annoying and it's driving me crazy. So hopefully by next month I'll have this finished. I also want to get some new bunny proofing methods, as these grids are not going to cut it, as it will take one time when Lulu is bored and she'll just pull this right open. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to figure out some method to keep her from going back there, but until then I'll have to use these NIC grids. So those are the two things that I want to change by next cage tour. I really hope you like my new cage. I'm loving it. Every time I go in my room, I just like love it. Like, I just can't get used to that. It's really my room. So I'm super excited about this new cage, and the bunnies have seemed to enjoy it. They haven't really settled in yet because of all the company being around here and because of the cage being so new. But so far, Mocha's favorite spot to sleep is where he is right now. Every time I come in my room, he's always sleeping here. And then Lulu likes to sleep by the window. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again on my next video. Bye!